Hey, everybody, welcome to Take Five. Here we are for day 29, and we're going to be reading together out of Matthew 9 and then also Psalm 29. Today, we are in the New Living Translation, reading out of Matthew 9, starting at 35. Jesus traveled through all the towns and villages of the area, teaching in the synagogues and announcing the good news about the kingdom. And he healed every kind of disease and illness. And when he saw the crowds, he had compassion on them because they were confused and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. And he said to his disciples, "The harvest is great, but the workers are few. So pray the Lord, who is in charge of the harvest, ask him to send more workers into his field."
Well, I love the scripture. We didn't have time to read the whole chapter today, but you got to love the NLT, the way it puts some of these things, because earlier he's talking about having some discussions, and one of the people that he was with, Matthew, uh, it's actually with Matthew, he was an invited guest for a dinner, and the Pharisees saw him having dinner with Matthew, and he's like, "Why does your teacher eat with such scum?" And he's got, well, Jesus didn't see Matthew as scum.
Yes.
Hello? He saw him as sheep without a shepherd. I think that's the whole thing. He saw the woman with the issue of blood. Do you know he do you know what he called her? He called her daughter.
Yeah.
Not, "Why are you touching me? Woman, you shouldn't be touching me." No. He healed the blind person that was shouting, "Son of David, have mercy on us." And they're like, "Shh, don't bother the master." And
Yes.
Jesus' heart was moved with compassion. And there are people that you and I are going to run into. And maybe we aren't immediately attracted to them. Maybe our flesh wants to run away from what we see because we see needs that we don't want to deal with. It doesn't look pretty or attractive. Maybe it even looks scummy and bloody and icky.
Well, but don't you think that because he created us from one cell and he has seen humanity in every possible state, from that moment between Cain and Abel, where, maybe it's the worst moment in human history to that point, except for the fall. But, he has seen us and he knows us, and he does have that heart of compassion. He wanted to shepherd them. He's like thinking, if I could just shepherd you, you'd be doing so much better. If I could just lead you.
Yes.
So now he gives us his spirit.
Yes. But he shepherds them not with the rod like that. He shepherds them with this kind of rod. He shepherds them with goodness. He shepherds with loving kindness. He sees us as we are. And he saw them, even the Jews, they were weary and fatigued by the law they could never keep. And he gave them what they needed.
Don't you think loving kindness is the exact opposite of the law? The exacting requirements.
Mm.
And now here he is with an open arm and a rod that is leading and gently guiding instead of smacking. What might you gain by praying to God for him to reveal the inner needs of someone else to you as you labor in the harvest?
Mm.
What benefits you in that?
Well, I think we see an opportunity for what we've actually experienced, and the psalmist writes so eloquently that mercy and peace are met together. Righteousness and peace, they truth and righteousness. I'm getting it all mixed up, but they come together. There's a truth but there's a mercy, and they are met together in Jesus Christ. And the reality is, every one of us is a hot mess. Every one of us needs Jesus equally. Every one of us is lost without his grace. And so we've got to look beyond, and we've got to see that every one of us needs within the scope of the grace of God, there's the truth of God and there's the mercy of God. And without the grace of God, we would all be lost. If we could see every single person in that same paradigm and framework.
Yes, open your eyes like Jesus would. What would Jesus do is an essence here.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you. How about you? Come on, give us something in the comments. Talk to us about this. What do you think? How does seeing others like Jesus sees them, how does that help your witness?
Yes.
God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow for 5 more minutes. God bless.